work session of this work session of the Southampton Town Board to order on this first day of June 2023. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Sunday, would you call the roll?
Certainly. Supervisor Schneiderman?
I'm here.
Councilwoman McNamara?
She'll be here in a second.
Councilman Martell?
Here.
Councilman Bouvier?
Here.
Councilman Schiavone?
Present.
All right. Today's work session is primarily going to be an executive session dealing with CPF acquisitions. But we can take a moment here to do any updates that anyone has. So there was one update, and I know lots of people had Memorial Day events and things like that. I just wanted to say that we did send a letter regarding the changes at the East Hampton Airport to Supervisor Van Scoyoc in East Hampton. I had circulated that letter, and I believe everybody signed on, voicing our displeasure in East Hampton's decision to reinstate the November route, which puts helicopter traffic squarely over Hampton Bays and other areas, including Watermill, North Sea, Noyac, Bridgehampton. And you all signed on to that. They're also, and urging the supervisor to take and the town board there to be good neighbors, and run their airport in a way that is less impactful to the town. I did call the roll. I said that you were right, be here in a moment, so sorry. Would the clerk please note that Councilwoman McNamara is in attendance?
Absolutely.
The Supervisor Southold also on May 25th sent a letter to Supervisor Van Scoyoc. So it's fairly detailed, and I've provided you all a copy of that letter. So I'll let you know if I hear back. So I think that's it. I know we want to get to executive session fairly quickly, so I'll leave other things for another time. Does anybody else have anything time sensitive?
No, I was just going to say that we had the launching of the Hometown Heroes program last Monday, which was a really nice event, and Councilman Martell and Councilman Schiavone and I went to the Remsenburg Memorial Day Parade on Friday, and we went to a few other events over the weekend, and they were all very well attended, and it was nice to see everybody out and supporting our veterans, and it was just a good weekend.
I have a couple of things. Good. On June 17th in Noyac, we are going to have our final trout pond cleanup. We are pulling Kabamba and invasive species out of the pond. So you're all welcome to come. It starts at 8 in the morning. And I want to thank Kristen Doulos and the Parks Department for that. The Steinbeck property in the Steinbeck home in Sag Harbor opened up this weekend. We had over 100 visitors. There were a number of no-shows, people who signed up and just didn't show up. But it was very successful. So
the website's very good. It's very easy to sign up for a time and get through it.
Right. So they're working out kinks as we speak. And just for the board's edification, we've had a lot of complaints about helicopters, about aircraft in the eastern part of the town. But everyone should know that if you're in Hampton Bays and there's a helicopter flying over you, chances are very good that that helicopter is bound for East Hampton Airport as the route goes up through Hampton Bays, Tuckahoe, Shinnecock, into the Peconic Bays, and then into East Hampton. They also drop down from the northern route, which fly over the western part of the town as well. So I'm hoping that the town of East Hampton will change the routes back and fly over their own town. On the scene on Sag Harbor Main Street on Memorial Day, while the fire chief was reading a prayer, thanking the veterans who are members of the Sag Harbor Fire Department, in that moment of silence, we heard a helicopter flying over. And I'm not saying that to be funny, but it is a quality of life issue, and it's kind of incessant on the east. So
The
That's all.
sad part, Tommy John, is in Hampton Bays, the routes they're taking are not over the water and cutting up through the canal. They're following Sunrise Highway, even being a little bit north of Sunrise Highway. So they're
I've
just
noticed they're not-
clearing Hampton Bays.
Right.
It's horrendous.
We had a nice ceremony opening Steinbeck Park that I think some of you may have been to out in Sag Harbor with the new amphitheater. That was a very nice event, too. Anything else? I feel like there's,
Yes.
we're on schedule for the Windsor Heart ceremony at noon on the 26th, which is literally the 10th anniversary of the Supreme Court decision that Edith Windsor brought, that successful challenge. But I've been working closely with Tom Houghton and with Nick and the paving company, the paver company, as well as the installation company. But everything right now is on course to be finished by the 26th. So you'll start seeing that outside in front of Town Hall soon.
Right. So Thursday at Agawam Park, thanks to the Southampton Patriot Club, Thea Fried, we had the enlisted service students from the neighboring schools, West Hampton, Hampton Bays, and Southampton. It always is a great event. It was a great day, and Councilwoman McNamara gave a very riveting speech. We enjoyed it. It was a great day to be had by all. I just want to get you up to date quickly on the Youth Bureau. We did have a meeting about a week and a half ago where we had a Holocaust survivor, Zelda Peslovsky, come and give a speech to all the kids, and we had a large turnout for the meeting. Great questions. She stayed quite a while to answer the real tough ones, and I found it really interesting. It was a great night. To change that around, June 9th is a Battle of the Bands. The gates open at 7, bands at 8, and this Friday at the Cultural Arts Center on Pond Lane in Southampton, we have the Creative Arts Competition, and the theme this year is Hope and Recovery.
Anyone else? Anything else? Okay. So for executive session, we have just land acquisitions.
Yep.
Is there any other confidential? I'll assume there might be some confidential legal.
It's confidential.
Not on the paper.
It's confidential.
It's confidential.
Very confidential.
Because I know I have a question about
Well done.
something.
It's almost medical.
Okay, so I will make a motion to end our work session and go into executive session for acquisitions and legal advice.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Bouvier, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.